Hey, what's up guys? I want to break down the Concept 2 rower with you real quick just so that you're able to use it effectively and not get any injuries by overcompensating one way or hunching your back too much, hurting your lumbar, and make sure you get a quality workout for cardio as well as your legs, upper back, and even as your grip, that or your forearms will be on fire if you do this correctly, which is another benefit of the rower. So full body workout for the most part, but I'm going to break it down and show you some main components of the rower. So first off, sit nice and tight with the rower. We want to find a comfortable position with our footholds here. We want it to be about, the straps about mid-foot or closer to the knuckles of the toes there. Strap it in nice and tight, both feet. From here, the big thing you want to think about is your back, keeping it nice and straight and engaged, so we're not rounding at all. So making sure lats engaged, back straight, core is active, grabbing the hinges here, and you're go forward, and my heels are going to lift up while I do this, so I'm going to put my weight on my toes, I'm going to lean forward, but I'm not going to hunch over to lean. Back and lats are active, so lean forward as far as I can, as far as my mobility can. Sometimes that's only right here. Sometimes it's only right here. That is completely fine. But from there, once I'm on my toes, I'm going to drive through my heels, full extension as my body leans back, straight spinal alignment, and then I bring my elbows back, bring in the chain up to my sternum or low chest. From there, my arms come back first. I go back, put my weight on my toes, drive through my heels again, arms come second. So primarily, this is going to be a leg type workout, as well as getting your cardio up and you getting your heart rate up, but make sure to focus on a strong leg drive and then arms come second. A lot of times we want to make this into a big arm workout. We're thinking the stronger we pull, the better we're going to be. The more push you have off your legs is actually going to implement the most benefit out of this and get you more of the quality of the workout and be more effective instead of working super hard. You get to work smarter and then you get to get more out of it. So making sure to drive with your legs, holding with your arms second. Finding a nice cadence there. It doesn't need to be 1,000 reps like this. Really think about long strokes. And so if I was next to someone else rowing in the water, my long, powerful strokes would get me a lot further versus someone that's doing a lot of tiny strokes, trying to crank it out because he thinks that he's working harder, that he'll get further. So think of quality, longer strokes. Make sure you get that quality lean so you get that extra little rope there. The best part of this, the momentum kind of goes slow, 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 up until the very end of this movement. You're going at your fastest part of this row. So making sure you use that full chain. The more chain you get out of this, the more benefit you'll get. So make sure you're thinking about your lats. It can be right here next to your armpits. Those are helping tremendously. Try to keep your elbows close to your side. Avoid flaring out. Try to get this as much as you can. Try to avoid going above head as well. You're just going to wear out your shoulders and your delts when your lats are much stronger and bigger muscle groups that can maintain that consistency through the row. So something else you can do is you got to adjust the rower, the damper of it. So I'm going to pick you up real quick. So right here is the damper, and this can go up and this can go down. This is going to tell you how much airflow is in the damper, and so the higher the number is, the less air that's able to go in. And so the less air that's able to go in, it's like putting your car in drive with e-brake on. So you're going to put a lot of power through it, but it's not going to go very far. It's going to be stopping as quickly as it can. So if you're looking to produce watts, that may be a better indicator. It's going to be really hard to pull that. It's like maybe riding a bike with a really high gear, so it's really hard to pedal, but you're able to produce a lot of power. So think about that when you're rowing. A 1 gear is going to allow you to coast and fly, so 1 stroke could get me a lot further than it would if I kept it on a 10. So one other thing you want to do, here are the numbers for it. This second number here, it's going to tell you your pace per 500 meters. And so that's going to help you to see how fast you're going. So if you see that number, right now is 108. If it's going up to like a 2 minutes or 3 minutes, that means I'm going slower and slower. So it's good to find a pace that you can keep, something you can do workouts as well, but making sure that you're trying to find ways to implement the best possible rowing version of yourself when you're doing this. So those are a few of the tips. If you have any other questions or comments, let me know, and I'll address them as quickly as I can. All right, thanks guys.